This is the space between stars, a place where science meets soul, where the laws of physics intertwine with the power of human connection. I'm here to guide you through this in-between place where galaxies are born and where even the echoes of the future can be heard. Today, let's explore a tale of cosmic proportions, one that whispers of lost destinies and the echoes of an empire that never came to be. In the grand tapestry of the universe, there are moments, places, prophecies that stick out like a sore thumb. Yet in this particular tale, it is the absence of an empire, a missing beat in the rhythm of history that truly captures our attention. So buckle up, traveler, and get ready to embark on a journey through time and space as we unravel the enigma of the empire that was never born. The galaxy had always whispered of inevitability. Across centuries, philosophers and historians believed that empires rose not by chance, but by the gravitational pull of inevitability itself. Civilizations matured, reached for the stars, expanded, collapsed, and then from the ashes, another empire would rise. It was the rhythm of history, the endless cycle. But then came Orion. Orion was not a planet, but a council, an assembly of minds spanning thousands of star systems. They called themselves the custodians of probability, and they had discovered a most troubling truth. Within 5 centuries, a galactic empire would form, a singular authority uniting or enslaving humanity under one crown of stars. Such an empire, they believed, would bring untold prosperity and peace, or untold suffering and control. But the custodians saw no middle ground. So they believed they had 2 choices: to prepare humanity for this empire or to prevent it from ever existing. But how does one stop the future? History had its own momentum. You couldn't fight it or reason with it. All you could do was nudge it. So the custodians began in silence. Subtle manipulations of economies, whispered ideologies planted into academic circles, wars nudged toward stalemates instead of victories. They were not assassins or soldiers, but architects of unhistory. Generations passed, and then something unexpected happened. The empire never arrived. Instead, humanity fractured further. Colonies refused central governance. Old alliances dissolved. Even technological leaps, wormhole gates, quantum archives only deepened the divisions. The predicted empire, the inevitability, simply failed to manifest. But history abhors a void. A young historian named Lyra Salinai uncovered fragments of the custodians' records. At first, she dismissed them as conspiracy myths, scribbled notes about aborted timelines and suppressed emperors. But the deeper she dug, the more she realized the custodians had not merely predicted the empire. They had killed it before birth. The empire that should have unified humanity never had a chance to breathe. Lyra's discovery spread like wildfire across independent systems. Some saw the custodians as heroes, preventing tyranny, saving billions from galactic oppression. Others saw them as villains, robbing humanity of unity, condemning countless worlds to endless isolation and war. Civil war followed, not of fleets, but of memory. Each side fought to define the story of what had never happened. Meanwhile, in the heart of Orion, the surviving custodians gathered for one last meeting. The oldest among them spoke, "We shaped history. We erased an empire. But in doing so, we proved something more terrifying. Destiny can be murdered." Silence hung heavy. If destiny itself could be killed, then nothing, no golden age, no inevitable peace, no natural rise of civilizations, was guaranteed. The future was not written. It was fragile, breakable, and humanity was left adrift, staring into a cosmos that no longer promised meaning. Lyra stood one night on the surface of a forgotten moon. The stars above shimmered, not as symbols of empire or destiny, but as endless unknowns. She whispered into the void, "If no empire is destined to rise, then perhaps we must create something greater, not inevitability, not control, but choice. And perhaps in that whisper history began again, not with the empire that was never born, but with a civilization daring to define itself without destiny's chains. You for joining me on this journey, traveler. What do you think? Was humanity saved from tyranny or robbed of unity forever? As we navigate the vast expanse of the Sci-Fi, I invite you to become a part of this cosmic narrative. Share your thoughts, your theories, and even your own stories in the comments below. Together, we can keep the conversation going long after the final star has faded from view. If you found solace or insight in this tale, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with others who might find meaning in these stories. Until next time, stay curious, stay open-minded, and remember, the most incredible journeys are often those that lead us back to ourselves.